Zaragoza! Happy Saturday! I'm so glad to be here with you today for Discovery Time. Did you know that Monday is a holiday? It's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day that celebrates the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and also the work of the civil rights movement of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. The civil rights movement was focused on providing equality to all people living in our country, especially Black people. During that time, parts of our country were segregated. Black people weren't allowed to live, work, or go to the same places that white people could. They couldn't go to the same schools. They had to go to different stores or to different doors in the stores. They had to sit in different areas of the restaurants. And they weren't welcomed in many white spaces. There was a huge movement involving thousands of people to change this and to make our country more equal. One of the coolest things about this movement was that it was largely nonviolent, meaning that they made these changes by sitting, marching, praying, singing, standing, and they did it without fighting. Thanks to the civil rights movement, things are more equal today than they were then. We have more diverse schools. We're able to meet people anywhere we want. We can all go to the same restaurants and be served. And we are able to travel together, walk together, talk together. And it's amazing because it means that I get to have friends who don't look like me, who don't sound like me, and who don't think like me. And I can learn from them in new ways. You get to have friends like that too. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a leader in this movement. He was a great orator or speaker. And some of his most famous words come from his I Have a Dream speech, where he spoke of the need for and the right for equality for all, for people of different skin colors to come together and be united, and by doing so, to bring freedom to our world. It was for this speech that he was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize. And I'm very thankful for his work. I also recognize, though, that his work keeps going, and the work of others in the movement. We can continue to make steps to make our world more equal. We can be kind to each other. We can listen. And we can hear what other people have to say. We can support movements that are for equality, and we can help each other when we need it. So today, to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I have an activity for you. For this activity, you'll need a writing utensil, 2 pieces of paper, and your feet. Are you ready? Stand up with me to start the activity. The first thing you're going to do is trace your feet. You can do it in your shoes. Then, on your left foot, you're going to write one thing that you're grateful for coming out of the civil rights movement. That means you have to think, or to research the different parts of the civil rights movement that have impacted your life or that you know about. Now it can be something amazing and big and broad, or it can be something simple. For example, I'm grateful for the diversity it promoted in schools because it meant that I got to meet classmates that I'm still friends with today. Allowed people of many colors to go to school together. Next, on your right foot, you're going to look into the future. And you're going to look at the step you can take or that our world can take to continue to make our world a better place. Mine is listen to each other. That way, we can learn from each other and grow. Once you have your feet, maybe ask your family to participate too. So you can create a pathway from where we have been to where we will go. We at the library created a path, and many of us were grateful for so many things. More diverse education, more opportunities, just the fact that it made equal rights for everyone more possible. And as we move forward, we want to move forward with a lot of different systems that would make our world better. But largely, those systems are all about more appreciation for those who look differently, better access to environmental justice, or more hugs. What do you think your path will be? I'd love to hear about it. Feel free to email us at ruby@pagosalibrary.org or respond in the comments below. Goodbye, Pagosa. See you next week.